First of all, I want to thank all of you for doing this. This show doesn't exist at all until a single one of you says, let's do it. You have to write something. You don't have a script. You have to put something on the paper, and then you have to be committed to seeing that thing through. This isn't, like something where we order a script. This is all you. So I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for giving your time. I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for trusting me. Working with writers is fun for me because I like working with writers, but writers don't always like being worked with, because you come in with something that you really like or you feel good about, and then I'm like, ///, cut. No. And that's really hard. And sometimes, I'm wrong, but sometimes I'm right. And it takes trust. So I appreciate you putting your trust in me. Because again, I really do enjoy the process of working with writers. We need to thank Mrs. Glazik. Woo! For years and years, she has come to our dress rehearsals. She has worked with students. She has filmed your productions, and then after everybody is done, she goes home and she loads them up on YouTube one at a time and makes sure that each one of these is recorded. Now that's easy to forget, but a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, assuming that we are all still here, you're going to want to be able to see. You're going to want to be able to see what you did, and you're going to want to share that. And it's there for you because she takes the time every time. So Mrs. Glazik, the whole cast got you a card and everybody signed it. Had to go home. Her family had forgotten what she looks like and wanted to see her, and so she wanted to go home and they're watching a movie, Pitch Perfect. But anyway, it has been awesome having her work with us this year. All of you know what an incredible talent she is, what an incredibly positive presence she is, what an eye she has for theatrical spaces, what a gift she has for taking somebody and making their blocking sharp, or giving them a spin on a line or a pop culture reference, and then all of a sudden you're getting a huge laugh and people are coming up to you afterwards and just saying how great you looked. And that's all because of how talented she is. And she does so much for so many people without really getting thanked. So if you see her in the hallways, or if you just have the opportunity, go give her a hug, thank her, and just tell her what it means to you to have her be with you for this, because she just brings so much to so many people. We have some awards to hand out. These are awards that are voted on by you, the cast. So that take that as you may. That could be just a frivolous thing, and it doesn't really matter that much. But also it kind of does matter a little bit, because these are your peers. These are people who have seen you perform throughout the week or have watched you from the hallway, and they want to celebrate you. So some of these are outward, some of these are really heartfelt. For us this weekend, and they all did a wonderful job. And we had some, in some cases, some fairly complex light cues and some sound cues, and I think just almost a perfect execution at every level. So I want to give 3 awards to our techies. First, for running lights for 2 shows, Moral Light. Then running lights for our Saturday matinee, Connor Juarez. moments. Production and because it really reflects your sense of humor, your sense of spontaneity, and just like your sense of absurdity and whimsy. So we have this year 3 nominees for what just happened moments. The first comes from actually a pretty disturbing moment. A boot kicks a dog. The entire skit basically got the award. Best WTF just happened moment. There is a human car and Henry keeps this is a show about writing, and so we have an award for the best single sentence. It's really hard to choose one sentence that stands out from the hundreds that are uttered on the stage. But you pick 2. The first one, the half rats are all around us. Hard on this line, it was the perfect way to end her piece. This is 1A. So if I really have to do anything for a friend, I would do everything for myself. Okay, we also give an award for best goosebump moment. These are moments where you get chills because of how exciting something is, or how chilling something is, or how dramatic something is. But then every now and then, we give it a goosebump award for a literal goose. The sassy goose. Moment, and this is the last line of really one of the most chilling pieces we've ever done. Do it. Okay, we have, contrary to what people say about us, a very funny show every year, and we have an award for biggest laugh. There were a lot of huge laughs this year. This one I'm so glad got the award because the person that this is making fun of was actually in the hallway watching. Biggest laugh, Principal Fuhrer, here's a jewel pod hit the floor. Alright, we do an award for best villain because the monologue show always has really good villains. This year we had the same person who played 2 different villains that were both nominated. I like to think that in the extended universe it's the same person, just Marcus in different forms. Best villain honors both Marcus and the devil. This is the most freshmen we've had in the show in a long time. This is somebody who's never done the monologue show before and just brought something special or brought something singular, or in this case was in 9 different pieces. come back and improve in some way, or raise their game, or show that they have learned something. The most improved from previous years goes to a sophomore, Henry Strickland. We also give an award for most valuable cast member. Now, what this usually means is somebody who stars in multiple pieces or multiple skits, but it can also mean somebody who offers a lot of different things. Maybe she bakes cookies. Maybe she makes props. Maybe she takes orders for the grill. It was just literally monologues. But anyway, we started giving an award for best duo or best ensemble. And what that means is like the best cast and skit or the best partnership. This year we had a lot of like really powerful skit casts, but this award really could only go to 2 people. They've been playing this role, I can imagine, for the last 12 years. Best duo ensemble is Jamie and Allison. We have a lot of good music in the monologue show. We have a lot of songwriters, and I'm really excited about next year having even more, because we're going to have a music composition class here in NEPA. So we had two award winners for the best song, one from our first show and one from our last. First, best song, Chloe Colbert. Yeah! Skits this year, and just so many different weird variables. We give an award for the best skit, and I think this was the right choice, both in terms of writing, in terms of cast, and just in terms of execution. There were just so many memorable moments that came from this skit. Best skit goes to Maggie Fox. Comedic pieces are usually solo, they're not skits. So we usually have fewer comedic pieces. But we had a tie for best comedic, and I think they're both sophomores. The first winner is Jennifer Wu. The second, give it up for Robin himself, Jared. We have, so dramatic piece is different from a skit in that in the dramatic piece, it's different from a message piece in that you're delivering some sort of dramatic message, but you're not playing yourself. Okay, in a message piece, you're some version of yourself. It might be an exaggerated version of yourself, but you're some version of yourself. But a dramatic piece, you're playing somebody else. So we had 2 winners for best dramatic piece. The first one goes to Kylie. Best message piece. This is a piece that seeks to teach the audience something or share a perspective. It could be funny, it could be serious, it could be otherwise. What I think makes this message piece so memorable was how delighted the presenter was to deliver this message. And it just was such a joy to watch her on stage. Best message piece goes to Sarah Lister. It's somebody who, just gives a performance that is singular, that really is inevitable, and sort of defines the 2020 monologue show. I'm going to talk about this person in a little bit, but I can't think of a better award winner than this, Madison Young. Yeah. Finishing up. And I know that seems obvious, but until you're there, it doesn't feel obvious. It doesn't feel like you expect it to feel. All of a sudden it's real. All of a sudden, it's really happening, and you're having last this or last that, and you're realizing that there are people that you're not going to see in a little bit, and so you begin to wonder, did it matter? Did it make a difference? I'm here to tell you, it absolutely does. And not just because of what you did in the last 48 hours, it matters for next year, and the year after that, and the year after that. Because what you do as a senior teaches the juniors and the sophomores and the freshmen what this is all about. And so this carries on year after year after year. And so you can feel good about that. Whatever frustration or regret or anxiety or disappointment might go along with being a senior at this point in your career, know this: you did this right. You did this place correctly, and you made this place just a little bit better than it was when you got here. So thank you for that. All right, I wanna honor years of service for seniors. Stand up if this was your first year. Anushka, Jamie, Allison, Angela, Rachel. This is your first year. Is it your second year? Yeah. Okay. As writers? Yeah. Okay. Rachel, Ankins, Lasia, Sirini, and Monica. I want to say just a little bit about them. Where's Hannah? I wrote a skit last year and then wrote a monologue this year, and it showed incredible poise and honesty and candor to stand up there and be herself. Obviously last year she did a lot of characters, and that was fun. This was her this year, so thank you, Hannah. kept revising it, kept revising it, kept revising it, like all the way up until basically this week. But I'm so glad that she stuck with it because what she performed with Annika was amazing and one of the more memorable pieces of the year. So thank you very much. Manu. All right, Manu is this is her second year doing it, and was somebody who wasn't sure that she could last year. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing that. It's just it's a lot to stand on stage, and it's a lot to share your words, and it's a lot to like be in front of people. And like to her credit, she did, and she did awesome. And she was one of our last performers tonight because her piece was so meaningful in terms of its coda. So thank you, Manu. Okay, we have some Monologue Show Hall of Famers now that we need to honor. I think I said a couple of days ago that this was our largest class. I was wrong about that. But it is a class that is, well, last year I had 50. So, last year's cast did not have any obstacles.
This cast is the best.
So the qualification for being in the Monologue Show Hall of Fame, if you're wondering, is you have to be in 3 monologue shows. And what that usually means is that you have to be in it as a sophomore, junior, or a senior, or as a freshman, some variation of that. We don't usually have like 2 monologue shows a year. We did this year. So we have some people who, even though they joined the cast last year, did a whole monologue show in the summer, and then in January, and then also did this year too. So we have some really special people that we're going to be inducting who are part of that. Let's get a booth up here.
He's my dad.
It's my dad. He's community dad. A booth is somebody who does so many different things here at Nico. I'm not sure how well everybody appreciates that he is an athlete and a poet and a writer and a leader and an organizer and an excellent student. And I've worked with Abood as his coach, among other things, on the track. But what I admire the most about him as a writer is the absolute confidence that he has in his vision. I don't always see what he's getting at, but Abood always sees it clearly. And I don't mean that as an insult or a backhanded compliment. I mean that as the highest compliment that one writer can provide to another, because he has such a vision of what he wants to do and what he wants to say. And it's not what other people expect it to be. So that if somebody tries to shape it or somebody tries to suggest it, he has the confidence and the vision to say, no, this is what I want. I want to do a piece about Alzheimer's, or this is what I want. I want to do a piece about cruelty and trauma, and I know how I want this to go. And even if it isn't something that everybody immediately sees, once it's on stage, once it's put together, it's remarkable. And it's so important that he has the conviction to see it through, because it would be very easy for him to just say, no, you're right, let's compromise, let's move this way. But he sees it through. So thank you for doing that. All right, where's Angela? Sophomore, and then came back for the Monologue Show All-State, and did it as a senior as well. Angela is a dense writer and packs in a lot of different references and a lot of different things that matter to her. She's a person of conviction, she's a person of morality, she's a person who knows very clearly what she stands for and what she believes in, and she is forthright about writing pieces that honor that. And that's kind of what we want from monologue show performers is, if you love something, honor it with either how you write or how you perform. And Angela has definitely done that. Her piece, that she came in with for the Allstate show, I thought was so terrific and so perfectly encapsulated like what we wanted the monologue show to be. That I wanted it to end the show when we went down to Allstate. That's exactly what we did. We trusted her to end the show, and so she did. And she opened the show, today. So Angela, thank you so much for standing up for what you believe. All right, where's Sonia? Where the lie though? I had Sonia last year in my 7th hour AP English class, is that right? And she was still is a very talented student and a hard worker. What I didn't know, what I couldn't know, because I don't follow her on SoundCloud, was, she was like full of light and full of beauty and like just sounds that came from her are so incredible and striking. I didn't know this.
Yes, on her sound.
But she came out for, Writers Week first. Maybe. No. Okay. I don't remember the order, but I remember it was either the monologue show or it was Writers Week. And she's like, "What do you think? Do you think I can do this?" And I was blown away by her talent and her poise and like how unique and singular the song sounded. And every song that she's played, by the way, is a different sound, a different genre, a different tone, a different message, a different everything. She, is like chimeric. She can change and podium into something else. What was so moving to me though was this is somebody who had passion, had talent, and had ability, and was just looking to take a chance on herself. And now she's done the show, and her music is out there. So you gotta look at Sonia and see what can be if you just have faith in yourself, and you just have faith in the thing that you love, and you just stay after it and stay after it. Amazing things can happen if you just are convinced that you deserve a stage, and she does. So Sonia, thank you so much. For somebody who defined herself as not knowing, or not, like being sure, or not feeling it, she has such gravity and such conviction and delivered her pieces with such perfection that I gotta take that word back from you. Like, wherever else you might feel it, as a writer, you are sure. So thank you, Vivian. All right, Maria. Okay, Maria came to Niqua last year, is that right? Last year was her first year at Niqua, and she was coming from a situation that she's described, I think, in last year's piece, and has described to, like at the All-State show a little bit, and talked a little bit about, look, it's not easy to switch schools. Some of you have had to do that, some of you have had to move, all of you know how difficult it is to like go from one place to another, and like try to make the adjustment. And for Maria, I think like there were times where it was really hard to, like feel like this was a place where she could belong, or feel like this was a place where she could be comfortable, and like, just generally being comfortable is sometimes really hard for anybody. But there's something about Maria that has allowed her not only to like find her place, but like also find friends, find family, find like a place where she belongs. More than just about anybody I've met, recently, Maria has an extraordinary capacity to take care of other people. She is incredibly selfless. She is incredibly dedicated to people who need help. She has a heart for the vulnerable. She has a heart for the hurting. And like she defends people who need defending. And I just admire that so much, because I think that empathy comes from a place of like where at one point she needed empathy, and now she has it for others, and now she has that conviction for others. The thing that a writer always hopes to have is the ability to say what needs to be said in the moment. But we don't always have that. I think all of us know like what it's like to be like insulted, and then 10 minutes later you know what you should have said in the moment. There are so many people who are going to need Maria in the future because they need somebody to take care of them. She will know exactly what to say because she's earned it as a writer, and she has the heart for it as a writer, and she's meant a lot to a lot of people. So, Maria, thank you so much. All right, Kat. Kat is unsung. And here's where I'm going to be precise about that. What I mean by unsung is not as a writer, we're singing about a little bit. Like, when we do skits, there are people that you call in for like one line, and then there are people you bring in to like be load bearer. You need somebody who can like memorize a lot of lines quickly, or can deliver like a really, really emphatic, dramatic presentation. Am I right, Abu? Like, or if you need somebody who's going to come in and like be really funny, like in Hannah's piece last year, or if you need somebody who will come in and like be like a sidekick and like help everybody else get the laughs, like you go to Kat. Kat is somebody who like not only is going to like show up, not only is she going to like be prepared, but like everything that she does is going to be funny, poignant, or precise, or exactly what it needs to be. And as a writer who needs help, you gotta call Kat.
Who you gotta call?
But here's the thing. I want to talk about like what Kat wrote about this year. because I think this is an important piece, and I hope all of you got a chance to hear it. Kat's piece this year was about standing up for your dignity when it has been compromised in a way that is without redress. There are a lot of interactions that people have, and I think women especially, where something happens and you feel like you have been robbed a little bit. And what Kat did in her piece, not only in her life, but what she wrote about in her piece was about how important it is to stand up for your dignity and stand up for like what is important and stand up for yourself. So even though like she's somebody who means so much to so many because she gives so much of herself, she still deserves respect and deserves admiration and deserves to be honored. And so I'm so glad that that's what she wrote about, because it's exactly right, and it's an inspiration for everybody. So Kat, thank you for everything, but especially for this year. All right, Sarah. I've had Sarah in class last year and I have her in class this year. And the first word I have to use to describe her is fun. Sarah is like just mobile fun. Just about every day in class I would say, hey, who's got a story to tell? Or what's going on, everybody? Like, you know, just to get like the class warmed up. And every day Sarah would have something funny to say, or something interesting that happened to her, or something that she wanted to like share with the class. And like that continues. She, you know, makes other people like have a good time. She makes other people laugh. Like there's just a lot of like joy that comes from Sarah in just about everything that she does. And her monologue show piece this year, like to hear her deliver it, like was just full of joy. You know, just besides the fact that it was like super amusing and like full of like those really interesting, like poignant, like aha, BuzzFeed moments that you go to the internet for. But like more important than like her sense of joy is like her sense of strength. And I think that last year's piece that she wrote about was about her discovering her own strength. It's all well and good to be somebody who laughs or makes other people laugh, but it's really hard to do when you don't feel like laughing, or when there's a lot that doesn't seem funny. It takes a lot of strength to keep your sense of humor, to keep your sense of joy. There are a lot of people who would take that because they don't have it, or they don't like to see it in others. And you know, of all the things to celebrate Sarah for, and there are many, perhaps the most is that throughout everything, or, you know, her high school career, she has not let somebody take away her joy. She has not let somebody take away the things that matter to her and that matter to other people who really love her. So, congratulations. Thank you so much, Sarah.
No, I actually didn't. No, I got close to it.
All right. I couldn't remember. I was worried about it last year because, well, Dia sometimes has things to say. But here's like why this matters. It matters because I can always count on Dia to tell me the truth. I can always count on Dia to be honest with me. And we need that. Like, we need honesty, we need honest writers, we need people to tell us how it actually is. We don't need people who are just going to tell us what we want to hear. Dia can do a lot of things as a writer. and you can see it because each piece that she's done each year has been different. You know, she can do politics, she can do family, she can do comedy, she can do pathos, she can be candid, she can be vulnerable. She can also play somebody who is very different from herself. But she's always Dia. And she's always honest about that. And I think that that is really hard to do. Most of us like to hide, we'll hide in a variety of different ways. I hide as a writer, you can hide with filters, you can hide with small talk. Somebody can ask you how you're doing and you can be a complete fire. Just a disaster, like Chernobyl, and everything's fine, I'm great, thanks, how are you? And we do that all the time. Dia tells us the truth. And I gotta tell you, as a teacher, I need to hear the truth. And you always told me the truth. And administrators, they need to hear the truth. And you always tell them the truth. And your friends, you tell the truth. And they love you for it. And as a writer, I don't ever want you to lose that. So, Dia, for always, always being honest. Thank you so much. All right, Chloe.
Yeah! Can you give me a ride later?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, I don't know many people who love being part of Nico Theater more than Chloe does. Just all aspects of it. Obviously, being on stage is fun, and everybody likes, at some point, a little bit being on stage. But getting ready for costumes, or being in the dressing room, or doing run-throughs, or doing warm-ups, or improv, or playing games, or even little things like getting props. Chloe likes all of it. And she loves the process of doing it as well. She puts all of herself into what she writes. She puts all of herself into what she performs. She's an incredibly gifted performer. College Peace absolutely depends on her breaking down and just being completely destroyed, and us, our hearts going out to her vulnerability. But 24 hours earlier, Maggie's piece also depends on her physical comedy of walking through a hurricane and right. She can be a mouse on stage, but she can also be a giant.
She is
And all of those things are Chloe. And I don't want to embarrass her, but this week when she was in dress rehearsal, she was so mad at herself for her song and for getting her lines. And I think all of us wanted to just give her a big hug because all you do is hold this thing together for everybody. And all you do is make this fun and great for everybody. And all you do is make us feel good about being a part of this because you're a part of this. So Chloe has done that over and over and over again. So thank you so much, Chloe, for loving what you do. Hey, Anna. Anna joined us as a sophomore and immediately won the award for Best Dramatic Piece for a two-piece play that she wrote about two friends, right? When we were dealing with trauma. Is that? Remember that correctly? I remember basically not having to do any work with Anna about the writing ever, because Anna is an extraordinarily talented writer. In fact, one of the most talented writers I've ever worked with in the Mark Show. I never know how to praise her because I'm never sure exactly how comfortable she is with praise. I think Anna would be just happy to be her characters or let her characters do the talking. But like, just in terms of like craft, in terms of pacing, in terms of dialogue, in terms of precision, in terms of preparedness, in terms of like something as simple as format. Anna is in a class by herself. And like, I am really going to miss seeing what she comes up with for auditions. I don't think though, even as surprised as I was that her voice was so singular as a sophomore, I don't think I was ever so surprised as I was this year though, when she played herself. And I'm so glad that she did, because I think it would be very easy for her to write another play and to dazzle everybody with, you know, it. But it's a far greater tribute to herself and to her growth as a person that she spoke for herself and about herself and talked about a piece that it had taken her years to write and to deliver. So I'm going to praise you for being a great craftsman, but also for being a brave and daring and inspiring performer. Thank you very much. All right, Madison. What you don't know about Dr. Fuhrer is that he's responsible for the aesthetic of Nico Valley. Like all of the posters you see, all of the stationery you see, all of the graphics that you see, like he designs all of it. Like the look of Nico Valley is Dr. Fuhrer. It has been, you know, for more than 2 decades. I'm introducing that idea because I was thinking about this, like the tone of the monologue show the last 3 years, I really feel like has come from Madison. So what is Madison's tone? One, super ridiculous funny. Like, we're snakes and a geese army and you know, multi-dimensional traveling and fetch quests and like, yeah, all these weird things. That's Madison's tone. But also, let's have fun and let's do it a little bit different every time, and let's try to make each other laugh, and let's like throw things at our cast members to see if we can get them to break. They always do because Madison's really funny. But also, let's pitch in. Let's build props. Let's be in other people's skits. Let's give people help if they don't know how to block something, but we do. Let's teach them how to block something. Let's make things so that they have things they didn't even know that they need. But more than anything, the tone of Madison Young is, we got this. We got this. Are we behind the scenes? We got this. We're going to take care of this. Are we on the stage? We got this. Are we writing something? We got this. Don't worry. I opened up a writer's week piece, and it was basically like a couple of lines, and then Madison wrote something. Don't worry, Mr. Rossi, I'll fix this. Like,
I was just like, don't worry, Mr. Rossi, it will be funny.
and I know it will be, because Madison has always got this. So thank you so much for sending it. Participants. We have 3 seniors who have been with the monologue show for 4 years. And when these 3 were freshmen, I went home and I told my wife, I think I have a cast that we can take to Allstate. I knew it then. I didn't know that we were also going to get Madison and Anna, that we were going to get Chloe and Maria and Sonia, and Angela. I didn't know they hadn't tried out. But I knew when I worked with these freshmen that are now seniors that we had something. So, Isabel. Okay. I think Isabel thinks the only reason I cast her was because I previously worked with her sister. That's not true. I cast Isabel because, like, from the minute she walked in, she was interesting. because she was in the process of trying to figure out who she was. And that's something that like every freshman kind of goes through. Every freshman will try on a different haircut, or different wardrobe, or different scent, or no. Like I always ask my seniors, do you ever look at pictures of yourself from your freshman year? And everybody's like, no, I don't want to see those. But Isabel walked in and was immediately interesting. The way she spoke, the way she wrote, the way that she put together her sentences. She had a unique voice. It wasn't a finished voice. It wasn't like a voice complete yet. But it was a voice that was fresh and smart and thoughtful. One of the joys of my professional life the last 4 years has been watching her become herself and become the person that she is now, who is strong, who is capable, who loves herself and loves being herself, and knows how to do that in a way that I think she was searching for and has found. The first thing that reading and writing teaches you is how to be alone. Because you have to be alone when you read. You're in your own head. There's somebody's voice there. And when you're writing, you're alone. Even when you're collaborating with somebody, you're alone. That's why most people don't like to read and write, because they don't like to be by themselves. They feel anxious by themselves because they feel all the things that they feel. Isabel has felt all the things. All the things. Look at her, she's just but rather than running from that, she's turned that into who she is. As a writer, as a performer, as a person. And I'm sorry that I'm not going to get to see who you're going to continue to be, but I love the person you are. And I can't wait for to hear about the things that she's Isabel for 4 years for being here. Thank you. About Ela when she was a freshman, and they said, "Oh, you're so nice. She's so nice." And I said, "Nice, huh? What does that mean?" They're like, "Oh, she's nice. She's the nicest person. She'll do anything for you. She's so passionate about music, and she's just nice, Mr. Rossi." I want to say a piece about nice. Nice sometimes is the thing that we say as a backhand compliment. Nice can mean simple, nice can mean uncomplicated, nice can mean a pushover, nice can mean without depth or complexity. We're drawn to people who are brooding or people who are complicated, and we kind of look away from nice. First of all, he does a ton more than that. She's deeply passionate and curious and introspective. She listens to people. She wants to know all different kinds of people. She wants to know all different kinds of passion. She wants to interact with people who are not from the school or even the same age as her or even the same station of life. She is an explorer. She is a reader. She is a thinker. She's an intellectual. And she's somebody who is mindful of the here and now and what kind of person she wants to be. She is also nice. And I don't want you to think those things that I said earlier about nice, because being nice is one of the hardest things. It's hard to greet people with kindness where there are empty smiles. It's hard to get up. It's hard to have faith. It's hard to be passionate. It's hard to be to laugh. All of those things are hard to do every day. And to be all of those things when she is, and then also be nice is maybe the hardest thing. So this is what I would say. Ela is strong. And I'm so glad that I got to know you guys. Thank you. Okay. I'll give you later. Okay. I don't know many people who like belong in a monologue show more than Maria does. It's like this is the kind of thing that she's always supposed to do. First, she loves to write and has like loved to write from the very first time I met her. I was hearing about her from my wife, who was her teacher, about like how brilliant she was. I said, "Is she there about monologue show? Is it?" And I don't think much pressure had to be applied because Maria's a writer, and the monologue show is for writers. I didn't know how much of a writer she was. My goodness. Her first 2 years, she just came in with reams and reams of paper and like all just like different versions and different drafts. And my note for her was always, you gotta say less, you gotta say it tighter, you gotta like condense it. Like there's just so many words on the page. And as she matured and as she grew, Rhea began to pare her prose down, focus more, understand the drafting process more, so that she became more and more precise as a writer. But that's there are a lot of writers, right? And not all of them do monologue show. A lot of them do other things. What makes Rhea so suited to the monologue show, beyond her love of prose, beyond love of writing, is how she tirelessly celebrates other writers and other performers. I say every year, you need to be kind to each other, you need to celebrate each other's pieces. If there's somebody whose piece you really like, go up and tell them. That's really important because we all feel so anxious and vulnerable about our writing, and we need to know that other people like us. But we don't always do that because we don't always know each other. Going up to somebody you don't know, it's kind of hard. Just stranger danger and all that. I have seen her so many times go up to somebody she doesn't know and say, "Your piece was awesome. I can't believe you wrote that." She gives people hugs before they go on. She gives people hugs as they come out. She genuinely is excited when somebody gets a laugh or gets an applause or lands a line that is just so perfectly written. And she is proud of you and being around you, which is amazing because who has spare pride? But she does. And then there are the stories of how she defends her friends outside. And I won't go into those. But that's what you want from a monologue show performer. Somebody who loves to write, somebody who loves to perform, but also somebody who loves others who write and perform. It's just, I don't know how we're going to replace it. Thank you so much, Mayor, Okay, did I forget anybody?
Last year, it's still another year. We put rats inside of it. Yes.
800 ants.
And then we want to extra this year, so we have $100 gift cards to Sullivan Steakhouse.
Thank you.
If Mrs. Rossi isn't invited, we're going to take it back.
Date night!
I talk about you a lot. Not in a weird way. I talk about it to other like kids and like in like my therapy groups. Like they're like, I wish I had someone like that in my life. And that is just you, Mr. Ross. Like you're not never pretend to be someone else. You're just a good person. And you always question that, and it like kills me to know that you question that you're a good person because like we can all attest that you are an amazing.
There are lots of people here who are not just theater people, and it inspires a lot of like confidence in us all, and it gives us a voice and an important place to like say things and work on different things, like in a way that we never have the opportunity to.
So there are good teachers, and a good teacher is somebody I have a curiosity. And he is a good teacher, but above all that, he's a good caretaker. It's not easy to take care of other people, especially when you have to take care of yourself and your family and your students. But on top of that, he chooses to take care of all of us. And we can be a lot sometimes, and he helps us grow. You see that. You don't have to. There's a lot of emotional weight that you take. And it's not easy, but you still choose to do that for us. And I hope one day, like, there are more teachers like you. Thank you.
We're done. 2020 is done. Yeah, Jenny, I had her write down funny things people said.
Yes.
So I heard this. I really do be simping for my ex. Henry, you are the biggest simp. Excuse you, you be simping for Glid. The only person I'm simping for is Henry's mom. And another one is sup wizard of ass. That'd be my.
Listen, okay.
Are there any more lonely orphan snakes you want me to take care of? This is a service the gay community offers.
Okay, listen. On Monday, it'll be like this never happened. This will just be another space. But we're going to be back next year. So freshmen, start writing. Sophomore,